Hello and welcome. Welcome back. You can't hear me. Hello and welcome back to Cyrene Sews. Clariel does not want me to make a video today. It is Wednesday and this is the first time I've recorded. I've been doing stuff. Oh, you can see my little bat back there. So I crocheted that yesterday. There's some other stuff in the bucket. I'll show you at the end of the week. But I want to tell you the struggles I'm having. I was going to make some little trick-or-treat buckets, baskets, whatever you want to call them. I was going to make like square-ish bags. And I was following a tutorial that I had written down, but I was not watching the video. And, okay, thank you. So, I cut what I wanted to cut, and I was like 10 by 10. I figured that should be high enough and wide enough. It should be a nice little trick-or-treat thing to hang on to. And so it was about, like, I got to the part where we do the boxing, but it's a different way of boxing, which was a whole lot easier than the normal way of boxing. And it ended up being like this tall and this wide. And I was like, oh, that's not going to work out very well. That's going to be like way too tall and way too thin. And I was wrong. So I cut them in half thinking, okay, this is a good size. This is a good size. However, I forgot that the way you do it ends up being different. Like, it's not like going to be a bag like this. It's going to be squarish. And so I opened it up, and it is this. It is this on the bottom, and then this high. So now these are more like trinket dishes. And I'm going to end up with two of them because I made two. So I probably would have had the perfect, it would have been perfect. I was right in the first place because it would have been like this tall and that wide, and it would have just been a nice little trick-or-treat size. So I will make the trinket things. I don't know what I'm going to do with them because I don't know that I'll make more of them. But I will make them, and because I'm not going to go to waste it. Maybe I'll give them away or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I wanted to just give you a little quick update on where I was in that, what I was doing and whatnot. And I am going to actually look at the tutorial because she does it in a way where I swear she connects the two pieces, and then when she sews them, it ends up right. Or as she writes, I don't know. And this is the way I have it. I have one inside the other because that's just how I do the tote bags. But I don't know how she does it. So I am going to have to watch the tutorial. And then with the rest of my fabric you see over there, plus more, I have more of this fabric too. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. It has this cute little polka dots and pumpkins here. And then I also have I made bandanas with this. It's the orange with ghosts. And then this is, what is that? Oh, it's purple with black polka dots and cat with green eyes. That's what it is. It's tiny, so it's hard to see there. So, I don't have anything else to say right now. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I figured out what my brain was thinking was wrong. First of all, it was just wrong. I thought she was doing this before she sewed anything else. She did this, sewed it together, and then flipped it out. That is not the case. No. What she did was, pretend this is inside out. She sewed the edges, and then, oh, I can't do it. Okay, hold on. She sewed it. Okay, you do your normal way of sewing it. And then she brought it Oops, this is wrong. Right sides together. And then she brought it out so that it was back to all wrong sides, and she flipped it over, sewed it together, and then you have the bottom so that it doesn't come out. Like the bottom is just, it's stuck there. So this, I'm not a fan of sewing the shallow thing, we'll say. And I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. I feel like I could maybe, I mean, yeah, you can put stuff in it, but like, I don't know what I would put this stuff in it, what I would put in it, you know what I mean? I'll make the other one. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, because I live in an apartment, so there's no trick-or-treaters, so it's not like I can put candy in it and then give it to people like that way. Maybe I can have candy at my booth and put it in there, or use it to hold something that I make. I don't know. Either way, at least now I know to make it taller, and that this is not what it's going to come out as. That I have to actually right side out it, and then it will end up being open. Still less than the 10 inches that I cut, but decently proportioned. So that I'll do the other one, and then I will try to start do a longer one. I don't know how far I'll get. My daughter usually spends quite a long time in the tub, but as soon as she gets out, she's going to want me to sit down and watch Sonic with her. So on Monday, we went to the autism clinic, and she got her official diagnosis of autism. So nobody's surprised. She's a lovely, lovely girl, but definitely has her own view on the world. So lives in the world differently, and I wasn't surprised at all. It was just more of a formality so that we could, get help as she goes into adulthood. So, but we'll see you. I don't know if that'll be all for tonight. We'll see how I do with this other one. It didn't really take long. It was kind of fussy doing the edges. And I feel like if I had done white thread, it would be a little more obvious that it wasn't. Actually, it's not too bad. The top stitching isn't too bad. If it was white, it would look quite, yeah, I can see a spot there. But anyway, we are always our own worst critics. So, all right, I'll see you in a bit. Hello, friends. It is Sunday, September 14th, and it's been a couple days since I recorded anything. I had a busy week. End of the week, we had to get ready to go to Green Bay to visit my parents. And this is where I am now. You can see that looks definitely different than my normal background. I wish this was my background. They have such a beautiful house and beautiful yard all around it. A lovely neighborhood. So super jealous, but happy jealous. One of these days, I will get a house. That's why one of the reasons I'm doing this and making my, not habits, oh dear, hobbies, that's the right word. Making my hobbies, trying to sell things with what I love to do for my hobbies. So I really would like to buy a house. So anyway, so I am here, and I will be here for maybe an hour or so more, and they're at church right now, so I thought I would go ahead and do a video. I have been productive this weekend, despite not being at home. Before I left, I finished, I think I may have shown you this bag. I don't know if I finished I didn't show you the whole thing. Anyway, I finished this bag, and this is how it ended up being about this big. And that's, about the size that I figured it would be. Larry was like, no, that's too small for trick-or-treating. I'm like, well, for toddlers, it'd be great. But I posted it on Facebook, and my stepmom was like, hey, if you have a few more of those, I would buy them. She wanted some for her neighbor's kids and her granddaughter, my niece. And so I brought my fabric, and my friend's mom had dropped off a sewing machine a while ago to give to me when I came here next. I mean, my stepmom has a sewing machine, but I was like, oh, let's check out this sewing machine that my friend gave me. And so we did. We took it out, and I have my fabric, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and make the bags with it, see how it works. It works pretty decently. It is a Simplicity Fashion Pro, and it's got some weight to it. It is not like my old Singer heavy, but it's heavy. So this is it. And it's, it's just a simple machine. It's got some fancy stitches that I don't really use fancy stitches right now, maybe for other things. My brother has the leaf stitch, and that's why I chose that particular one. But so this will be a really good backup for when my brother isn't working and I don't want to get the big heavy Singer out. I have another brother that was my friend's that I had fixed up, and they said I could have, I believe. And they ended up getting a new sewing machine for their daughter. So I have some backup machines. Or if I get to the point where I would like to be teaching people, then they can have their own machine to work with, which would be great. I would love to do that someday. Probably not till I buy a house, but also, so while I was here, I finished those. I made them bigger. She said she would like them bigger, so I cut them my normal tote size, and then I made them in this style that gives me this. You can't really see it with these, but it gives me the square bottom with that folded over edge. So I made one for my niece, and that is the purple cat one. And these are a lot bigger. These are, I could have reinforced them, but they're just for trick or treating. It's fine. I don't reinforce my regular tote bags either. I mean, I do extra stitches up here to make sure they don't come apart, but I don't put interfacing in to make them stiff or anything like that. I could, but then I would need to charge more. And I want my stuff to be affordable so that people will purchase it. So it might be easier to see. There we go. See, it's got those. I don't remember the tutorial I saw that did it, but if I do, I will try to put it here-ish, if I remember. Will I remember? I don't know. So I made the cat one, so that's all I had for this fabric. So that's one's for my niece. And then the two neighbor boys are going to get the Halloween ghosts orange fabric with moons and stars and whatnot. And I'm glad I'm able to give them both the same one, because I know little children, siblings like to fight over which one is theirs, and so this way they don't have to do that. So now these are staying here. And these are coming back with me because I had two cut out, so I finished the other one. These are coming back with me, and I may put them out at my next market. I may not. I may leave them at work. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, because I'm not going to make more of this size, and I used all of my Halloween fabric because I really should have taken more advantage when Joann's was going out of business. On the Halloween and Christmas fabric, or holiday, winter, whatever fabric, I should have probably took a little more advantage of that. But it was spring. I wasn't thinking of those things. I was like, man, I want to get that stuff. But so I also brought in my yarn. I brought a bunch of yarn. I expected to be crocheting while we were chatting and whatnot, and ended up doing the sewing project instead. But that's okay, because they're both things I love to do. So I was pretty happy doing both of those, or doing the sewing instead, because my stepmom has everything. She sews. This is what she doesn't necessarily sew as a hobby, but she knows what she's doing. So she has everything that she needs. We had to get a new blade for her rotary cutter though, because it was not cutting. So we got new blades. That was really nice that we were able to do that. Otherwise, I would have just done it at home and sent them to him. So, but anyway, I asked my dad if he could make me some more yarn spinners. Or whatever we want to call them. And so he did. He did a mix of wood and 3D printing, because I said I'm not picky about which way you do it. I just would like more yarn spinners so that I can have multiple colors while I am doing crocheting, so that if I have color changes, I don't have to have one on the spinner and one rolling around on the floor for my cats to attack. So he did, and he made me 3 of them. I said 2 would be great, but he had some extra, so he made me 3. And he made them special. Um, so he made bases. He made 2 blue ones, and then so he's got this he 3D printed, and then this is just a dowel that he like sanded to be round so it would fit in the thing. And then on 2 of them he put weights in so that they wouldn't fall over. And then I can always add a weight to this, add some sort of weight to this one. And then the weight one also he added the weight to. And then he made a cat. So it's hard to see because it's black. So here's the shape, and then he's got the wood. Drilled a hole in there. I'm assuming made a hole somewhere. He's got all sorts of tools and stuff. I wish I lived closer. It'd be nice, but that's okay. I don't know that you can see it, but it has eyes and whiskers and a little nose, but it's hard to see because it's black. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it there. So it's cute. It's adorable. And then I had to make a blue flower. So flowerish shape. And then he had some extra. So he made one with a yellow flower. So now I have a total of 4 yarn spinners. I don't know that I'll ever be working with 4 different colors, but you never know. Now I can. It'll be fantastic. So, and I don't know, I should probably have looked at the videos. I brought the yarn that I brought the yarn. I brought the plushies that I made so far this week as well. I don't know what I have and have not showed you. So, but this week I have made a purple bat. I think these ears are a little more round than I would like them to be for bat ears, but it's a cute little bat. And then I have a black bat as well. I made a chick real quick, and I'm pretty sure I showed you this, but I have my black and speckled. I think I have enough yarn to make 1 more of these, so I probably will. So I think that I'm going to end the video here. It is soon. I will be leaving. I have to finish packing up the sewing machine and my stuff, put it in the car, and then I may or may not have time to crochet. I have to eat lunch too before I go. Pick my mom up, go to the store, pick my daughter up. She was with a friend. We went and saw Demon Slayer yesterday. It was a great movie. It was also long, a very long movie. My butt was numb by the end. They sat far away from me because there was only a couple spots left. They got to sit together. My daughter and her friend got to sit together, and I had to get up and shush them because they are 16 and 17 and apparently have no movie etiquette, even though we've gone to movies before. But yeah, they were getting kind of loud, so I had to tell them afterward. Well, I had to go up and shush them. And then afterward, I'm like, hey, let's talk about movie etiquette. The occasional giggle is fine, but like, no talking. Don't talk in a movie. You should know this. I thought you knew this. I'm sorry. I failed as a mother. No, not that bad. But anyway, so that is it for this video. I hope I have recorded enough to make it a little bit not lengthy, but I like to have them close to a half hour. But I don't even know what I've already recorded this week because my memory is gone. It's totally gone. So anyway, thanks for letting me ramble, and I will see you next week. Bye.